Welcome to the Warp Zone. My name's Alize.
And my name is Jackie. Thanks for joining us today.
As usual, we'll be talking about some entertainment and gaming news and more.
I want to ask you, have you ever done something in your life that you're really proud of?
Like what? What would I be proud of, Jackie?
For example, when I was, you know, just starting working in this society, um, I got some money and I went to like Philippines by myself. I traveled by myself. I go to a strange country by myself. I went to Belgium by myself, kind of proud of it. And I think the most I'm proud of is I went to Canada and studied by myself as well. I mean, my parents kind of went with me to Canada, but they leave after like a week or two. It wasn't easy at the beginning, but I survived after like a week or two, and I kind of proud of myself. I did survive and in a strange country and meet some new friends and get to know their culture. And yeah, have you ever done something like crazy or anything?
Wow, Jackie, no, I haven't exactly traveled the world. No, no, no.
Like, not necessarily some big thing, just some small thing like you're proud of yourself. For example, go to McDonald's and order a Happy Meal for yourself. That kind of thing you can be proud of. It's not necessarily a huge like change the world, that kind of thing. Hear what
Oh,
that is.
I was an extra on this movie once. That was kind of fun.
Oh, what is that?
It was it's a South African movie called Table Manners. I had
Uh,
no idea what it was about. Obviously, because I was in like one specific place and we only shot like a couple scenes.
yeah.
But yeah, I was an extra. I was a prisoner.
You, you were a prisoner in the movie.
Yeah, I was someone in the background. I don't know if you even see me, but yeah.
So, what did you do in the movie? Just like sitting on the bed, or what did you do?
No, we were out in the courtyard and I was supposed to talk to another prisoner, like just sitting at the bench or something, while I guess the main actors were doing something.
That's
Oh, they were
cool.
having like the main character was having like a weird vision where he was getting married while he saw his like wife or ex-wife or something. Like I said, I had no idea what the movie was about, and I still today haven't seen the movie. I didn't go to the premiere
No.
or anything like that. But I did know the writer and the director. I didn't know them because they're I'm friends with the little brother, so he was working on the movie with them, and he asked me to be an extra. So like I've been to the writer's house before, so I know her, and I
Oh
helped them
wow.
shoot a trailer with for something else. Yeah, so I guess the movie stuff is the biggest parts of my life, like doing trailers and commercials and things like that.
So you're an actor, basically.
No, no, I'm an extra, Jack. At best, I was an extra. I've never acted. The camera's never been like on me.
You should tell people I'm an actor, like proud of it. Say it out loud.
But I'm not. I have zero skills.
Did you get paid for it?
Yeah, I got obviously you gotta get paid for it, yeah.
Damn. So if
Oh,
there's another chance, would you do it again?
I mean, would I? Yeah. I mean, usually with like extra work and stuff like that, you get paid 3 months later, so you have to deal with that. But generally, the pay's pretty okay. Yeah.
That's awesome, though. Wow.
Yeah.
Guess what? Guess what we're gonna do this weekend is to watch that movie.
Table manners. If you taught me, that'll be funny.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about entertainment news. And oh my god, there's a lot of entertainment news happening this week. Let's talk about the first one. Well, if you want to hear how hard for an actress or actress prepping for a role in a Marvel movie, well, Jennifer Garner give you a glimpse of that. So on Monday, Jennifer Garner posted a Marvel workout routine preparing for her comeback role as Elektra. She was jumping on the ball, swimming in the swimming pool, doing boxing, practicing her twin side skills by slashing, stepping, and throwing. And in the Instagram post, Jennifer mentioned during the filming of the Adam Project, the directors Sean Levy and Ryan Reynolds pitched her the role with the 20 pages of dialogues. She said she didn't know that Elektra and I need an ending. Jennifer Garner originally played Elektra in Ben Affleck's Daredevil movie back in 2003 with 20th Century Fox. Then she got a spin-off Elektra in 2005. So at the end of the post, she said, shooting the fight scenes was really fun. Being there all together truly like a dream. I'm proud of my friends and grateful to be there with them. Thank you doesn't cut it, guys, but it's good placeholder until I figure out what does. So it seems like she has a good experience filming the Elektra again in the latest movie. I don't know if I should spoil it for someone, but yeah.
I can imagine what movie it's gonna be. Go ahead, tell me.
It's a Wolverine and Deadpool movie. And we talk about it as some people, A-list people, actually come back to do cameo in that movie, and Jennifer Garner is one of them. And personally, I think I said it before, I'm really happy to see Jennifer Garner come back as Elektra because I really like that character back in 2005. So I'm happy to see her.
Yeah, no, good for her. It's quite the role being Elektra. Um, I did watch the movie. I watched the original Daredevil as well.
She was
So
good at it.
yeah, who else could play Elektra?
I don't remember who else is in the movie, let's be honest. I just remember Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck. Okay, so recently there's a rumors out there saying Victoria Canal is dating Tom Cruise. It started out after Victoria and Tom met backstage at Glastonbury Festival. They hung out, they talked, one thing led to the other. Tom gave Victoria and her brother a helicopter ride to the Twister movie premiere. Fans saw that, and that was how the rumor started. Tom and Victoria were dating. So on Monday, the 25 years old singer songwriter took to Instagram and set the record straight and said, guys, this is literally bonkers, but apparently the tabloid think I'm dating Tom Cruise. I'm deceased. Victoria Canal wrote, I'm sorry to burn you out, but I'm not dating the man. Albert, a lovely person and artist. Never thought I would have to clarify that out loud in my life. So yeah, she kind of set the record straight. She's not dating Tom Cruise, even though everyone thought they were. And that I thought that was funny, and I actually believe that because there's a lot of celebrities still dating younger women. Well, the first one that popped my mind is Leonardo DiCaprio,
Right. Like, how do you say that without thinking that, man?
because that's all he dated. Who else? Tell me who else?
That come to mind.
Let me give you a second example. Toby Maguire,
Toby, damn, but at least Toby looks young.
Jake Gyllenhaal. He
Brokeback
also dates younger women.
Mountain is the first place you think of him.
You know what's that tell you? If you have money, you can date anyone you want.
I hope, I hope that's not true.
So Victoria Canal wasn't the only one addressing a dating rumor this past week. Oprah Winfrey and Gayle King also addressed their relationship rumors too. So Oprah and Gayle know each other since 1970s when they first met at Baltimore news station as two young journalists. Ever since after they bonded, Gayle said during an interview with Melinda Gates, Moment That Makers, alongside with Oprah on July 25th. So for 4 years, people created a rumor for they're gay. Oprah said during the interview that girls support her and happier for her any kind of success or victory or challenge that she'd been through. Oprah also said maybe people aren't accustomed to see women with this kind of true bond. So that's why people create this kind of, woman that they're dating. And Gail used to said to Oprah that you're gonna do a show on this because it was hard for me to get a date on Saturday night with people thinking that we are gay. so, so Girl added, like, if we were gay, we would tell you. But yeah, apparently that affected her love life because of this rumor. I need to admit, I also thought they were together as well.
Jackie, I think you just want them to be together in your heart. But that's not how love works.
I mean, I like Oprah, I like Gal, but I mean, it doesn't bother me if they date. But I kind of believe the rumor because that's what everyone keeps saying, and they are really close up as well. So, I mean, Oprah is not wrong. Like why people think they are gay. So but apparently, gays share a daughter Kirby, 36 years old, and a son William Jr., 37 years old, with her ex William Bumpus. And Oprah actually met her lifetime partner, Stephen Graham, since 1986. So I think Oprah is still with her lifetime partner at the moment. That's what I think it is. And you can watch Melinda French Gate Moment That Make Us series on YouTube. So there you go. Oprah and Gales are not dating.
Yeah, I feel like, when it's just two famous women that spend a lot of time together, or you as the audience see them together or want to see them together, and maybe they're not like hyper public about their relationships, like Gail's not always bringing up her kids and stuff. I'm just saying, I guess it's easy to forget that people live their own lives without you seeing it, and it's not nice. I guess it's not like horrific, but it's not always nice to assume that people are together when that's just in your head.
Even though guys also have that, like if there's two guys in tabloids seeing them walk together or whatever, and people also think they're gay too, but I think it's just some kind of fantasy people want to create.
Yeah. Like they're crafting a little narrative for better or for worse. They really want that kind of thing to happen.
Well, that's why we have boy band and girl bands, so to fulfill people's fantasy.
Oh my goodness.
Well, let's move on to Colin Farrell. So Colin Farrell opened up his life caring journey for his 20 years old son with a rare genetic disorder called Angelman Syndrome. During an interview with People magazine, Colin mentioned at first that he didn't notice any syndromes on his son James when he was a baby. He thought James was just quiet and chill, and he thought he hit a lottery because, who doesn't like a quiet baby? And when James hit year and a half, Colin started noticing James couldn't sit up and he wasn't calling. Colin took James to a doctor for checkup, and the doctor told him that James diagnosed as having the cerebral palsy, was a common misdiagnosis because it shared the same characteristics. Until when James hit 2.5 years old, his pediatric neurologist suggests to do another test. Then they find out James tested for Angelman syndromes. So the first two questions Colin asked the doctor were, what's the life expectancy and how much pain is involved? The doctor said to him, life expectancy, as far as we can tell, is the same for you and for me. And pain, no. But Angelman is a seizure condition, which is one of the things that parents struggle with. Collins said to People magazine that thankfully, James hasn't had a breakthrough seizure for about 10 to 11 years, but he did been through ambulances and hospital with James before. So um, it's quite a journey for Colin, and you couldn't help but feel bad for someone who had this kind of disease.
Yeah, geez. Seizures aren't a joke, eh?
Yes, not. So I Google a little bit facts about Angelman syndromes. So according to Angelman Syndromes Foundation, Angelman syndrome affects 1 in every 15,000 people, or roughly 500,000 people globally. And it's a very rare syndrome. Angelman syndrome is caused by a genetic mutation that leads to delayed mental development, problem with speech and balance, and sometimes seizure in those with disorder. There are no signs of Angelman syndrome at birth, but the condition usually becomes prevalent in babies between the age of 6 to 12-month old who are exhibiting delayed motor development, issue with, ba- issue with balance and coordination, and overly excitable personality and feeding problem, particularly in infancy. There's no cure to repair chromosomal mutation, so treatment for Angelman syndrome mainly focus on managing through physical, speech, occupational, and behavioral therapy. There are there are medication for those who suffer from seizures. There are 80 to 90% of people with Angelman also develop epilepsy. People with Angelman syndrome are expected to have a normal lifespans. Many are able to learn basic skills that make a living in groups' homes and possibly not be able to live completely independently. So, the first thing I think about is not a lot of people can outlive their parents. So, if their parents live, what's gonna happen? You know, so I feel very sympathetic about Colin's. Colin launched his own foundation called the Colin Farrell Foundation to provide support to adult children who have intellectual disability through advocacy, education, and innovative programs. And this is the first time Colin Farrell talked about his son's condition, but he wants to shine a light to those and their parents experiencing the same thing that Colin and James have been through. For me, that's quite a story.
Yeah, that's pretty deep.
Yeah.
I think, as long it's nice to know that he's trying to make things better for people who aren't in a position that they can do that for themselves, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'm kind of grateful that we kind of live in a day and age where a lot of these things are being researched and, not just disregarded and things like that.
Mm.
So that's pretty cool. Let's talk about some new things coming to the world.
Yes, let's do that.
So let's talk about some new things coming around. In terms of new games, we've got Signy, Konami's Scotland-developed shoot 'em up. That's been receiving some really good reviews on VGC, and it's going to be one of the free games on Epic Game Stores later this week. So look forward to that. The first Call of Duty's Black Ops 6 Zombies trailer has just been released, and there'll be a gameplay reveal later this week as well. Stumble Guys is finally coming to the Nintendo Switch on August 20th. Time to pre-order that, guys. Pre-ordering will get you the Founders Pack. A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead is going to be a PS5 and Xbox X game, so it's currently up for pre-order at Target, Amazon, Best Buy, and BT Games. Okay, the announcement trailer for Hunger has dropped. It's a PvPvE first-person horror extraction shooter and slasher with RPG elements that'll be coming next year.
And I'm gonna talk about new teaser. First teaser for Shrinking Season 2 starring Jason Segel and Harrison Ford is out. The series will return on October 16th on Apple TV Plus. Season 2 teaser of The Last of Us featuring Pedro Pascal and Catherine O'Hara is also out. I saw the trailer. Is breathtaking even for just a teaser. So if you haven't watched it, go watch it. American Sports Story Aaron Hernandez first teaser is also out. The official trailer for Eric's English Teacher has been released. This is a new comedy series starring Brian Jordan Alvarez as an English teacher. Evan struggled with the balance with his personal life, his professional life, and his political expert as a high school teacher. The series looked fresh and fun, and it will be premiere on September 2nd on Fox and Hulu. The next news things I saw this week is Stranger Things will bring the Upside Down to Broadway. It is called Stranger Things: The First Shadow. The story is served as a prequel from the big hit Netflix series Stranger Things. Stephen Daldry and Justin Martin will direct the Broadway show. No cast members have been announced yet. The premiere performance will begin on March 28th, ahead of opening night on April 22nd. Pre-sales ticket for Broadway will go on sale on September 13th, with registration at StrangerThingsBroadway.com. A general sale will follow September 17th. Stranger Things: The First Shadow will be showing at the Margee Theatre. Have you heard about John Wick is coming back on the big screen?
What? I thought he was dead.
John Wick is coming back, but not on the big screen this time. There will be a big screen. I'm going to talk about it later. So the series is currently titled John Wick Under the High Table. It will be a continuum after the event of John Wick Chapter 4. So Under the High Table is a secondary TV series in the John Wick universe. There's also a prequel TV series called The Continental, released on Peacock in 2023, focusing on young Winston, portrayed by Ian McShane, set in New York back in 1970s. The story exploring the iconic Hotel for Assassins, centerpiece of John Wick universe. So in 2023, John Wick 5 have confirmed to be in development. It is unclear if John Wick Under the High Table will be connected to the upcoming John Wick movie. Keanu Reeves will be one of the executive producers, and there's no confirmation if Wick will make a return for the show. Lionsgate have released all John Wick films to date, and Lionsgate Television confirmed will produce this new TV series. As for to date, there's no network or streaming service attached to the show, and Lionsgate is shopping for the prospective buyers. The first John Wick film was released in 2014. John Wick Chapter 4 came out 2023. A fifth John Wick film is in development. There will be a spin-off film called John Wick Presents Ballerina, starring Ana de Armas, will be released in theater 2025.
I think like 30 John Wick movies coming, according to you. It's like 12 series, 2 movies, 18 hours, 42 years worth of content. Oh my gosh. I'm exaggerating, Jackie. I did not do math.
And guess what? I haven't watched any John Wick movie.
What? Not a single
Not a
one.
single one. It's not that I don't want to, but I just haven't watched it yet.
That's crazy. That is literally crazy. John Wick has become like an
I
icon.
really want to watch it because it's kind of like a Matrix with a lot of action film, right?
Yeah, there's good
I
action.
mean, who doesn't want to watch a guys full of action? I mean, I would love it.
Oh,
So I got a Saturday Night Live news. Molly Carney and Punky Johnson announced they are not going to return for the upcoming 50th season of SNL, which will be expected to be a supersized season. And there's no update with new cast member joining the upcoming season by executive producer Lauren Michaels yet, but we are expecting this announcement in the coming weeks ahead of the season premiere on September 28th. And speaking of SNL, we need to talk about the movie of Saturday Night. It's a movie inspired by Saturday Night Live's first ever on-air show in 1975. It started at 30 Rockefeller Center at 10 p.m. on October 11, 1975. The story will focus on SNL creator Lauren Michaels, who portrayed by Gabriel LaBelle, who's trying very hard to get his idea of a show on air to dig Ebiso, who was the NBC vice president of late night president of late night programming at the time. The movie took place in the hour and a half before the show go live at 11:30 at night, which considered as a dead time according to Lorraine Newman, one of an original cast member portrayed by Emily Fair in the movie. It shows a lot of chaos and a lot of dramas between the cast that Lauren worked with, such as Dylan O'Brien as Dan Aykroyd, Corey Michael Smith as Chevy Chase, and Lamont Morris as Garrett Morris. Everyone trying to figure out how to dive into this new format of a show, figure out what their identity is on the show, and each comedians find their way they coalesce as a group, which lead to the success of the show last for 50 years. So this is a thriller comedy, a lot of humors, and it showed the progress of making a magical revolution on TV. Saturday Night is written and directed by Jason Reitman. It will be released on October 11 this year. I don't know if you know, but D23 is happening right now.
Yeah, I heard they had a lot of trailers like for Snow White and Moana 2.
Yeah. So what happened is they had a 3 hours long presentation deliver an exclusive look at live action movies, animated movies. I'm gonna give you some of the exciting trailer or movie they had show in the presentation. Moana 2 will be in theater November 27 this year. Dwayne Johnson and Ollie Carvalho will be back for the sequel. The next Avatar movie also announced during the D23, which is the third in the trilogy called Avatar Fire and Ash. It will be in theater December 19, 2025. Toy Story 5 will be showing in theater June 19, 2026. The movie will feature an army of 50 malfunctioning Buzz Lightyear toys as villains in the film, and it will follow Woody, Jesse, Buzz, and the gang competing the attention with Bonnie's electronics.
Yeah, but didn't Woody like leave at the end of Toy Story 4? How when is this before? I don't understand this.
No, I think Andy gave the toys to Bonnie's. So that's
No, but that was at 3. At 4 he left them and went with Bo Peep on the carnival.
yeah, but isn't it at the end they find their way back to her or something? I
Yeah, but he stayed with Bo Peep.
I remember the carnival scenes actually, but I forgot exactly what happened at the end. I think we need to rewatch it to catch up because
No, you go rewatch it. I remember he stayed there.
I don't know, but they announced Bonnie's will be in the next movie, so
Yeah, but Woody shouldn't be. That's my problem. What's Woody doing there?
oh, you're right. You ruined my news. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Incredible 3 is in the works at Pixar. Zootopia 2 arrived in theater November 26th this year. Oh, actually, next year. Frozen 3 planning to hit theater in 2027. Frozen, Hercules, and the Greatest Showman's stage adaptation is on the way. Daredevil Born Again will be released on March 2025. Charlie Cox will be reprising his role as Daredevil. Agatha All Alone new trailer is out as well. It will be released on September 18 on Disney Plus. Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis announced their title for the sequel called Freakier Friday, and they show some pictures on the stage during the D23. There will be a live action stitched movie coming in summer 2025. And as you said before, Snow White live action announced during the D23. Rachel Zegler is the Snow White and Gal Gadot is the Evil Queen. Have you seen the trailer of the live action Snow White?
No, I haven't seen the trailer yet, but I'm probably gonna watch it.
Gal Gadot looks amazing as the Evil Queen, so have a look at that. And since we are mentioning D23, I want to talk about 2 streaming services. First I want to talk about Disney. They will they will increase their price plan across Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus that affected all standalone plan and most bundles. So if you talk about Disney Plus with ads, it was $7.99 to $9.99. Ad free will be $13.99 to $15.99. Hulu with ads from $7.99 to $9.99. Ad free will be $17.99 to $18.99. So they will be $1 more expensive. And dual basics, Disney Plus and Hulu will be increased from $9.99 to $10.99. Trio bundle Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN basic plan $14.99 to $16.99. Premium will be go from $24.99 to $26.99. This new price hike will affect it on October 17th. Disney Plus Hulu Max combo remain unchanged. Disney plus Hulu Premium no ads bundle will also be unchanged and stay at $19.99 per month. Disney also announced beginning of September 4th, Disney Plus subscriber will have access to ABC News live streaming channel and a playlist focused on preschool content. And Disney Plus Premium no ads subscriber will have access to 4 additional accurate playlists later in the fall. And the other streaming service I want to talk about is Netflix. There's some major anime leaks from Netflix. As far as we know, there's 4 anime being affected. Den, Rama Half.
Ranma half. Really? Really? They did Ranma half.
Yeah, so Den, Rama Half, Terminator Zeros, and Season 2 of Arcane also being leaked online ahead of their original on-air dates. Some of the leaked episode features a burn-in timestamps, a watermark, and annotations for music and sound effects. Also, some of these leaked episodes made it to torrent websites. They all in a lower resolution rendering file. Fans said all these animation probably are the biggest anime of the year, so this is a major blow on Netflix.
Oh, that's so cool. I mean, I'm happy about Arcane, but Ranma, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Wow, that's gonna be amazing.
I mean, I watched Rama when I was like I don't know 30 years ago or something, and I love that series.
Yeah, it's old.
And
Yeah, I remember. I read the manga. I read the whole manga. I love
the
that.
manga is not suitable for kid. I did say.
It's not that bad.
It's
Yeah, there's nudity, but there's no sex, which is funny how they achieve that.
so that's my newcomers report.
Okay, to round out the gaming news, let's talk about Game Freak is looking to hire some new staff members. This is to work on future projects. They're gonna be needing people like planners, researchers, technical artists, developers, back office design, need project managers, pretty much everything to design things for upcoming Pokemon games. They'll need 2D artists also to work on the new upcoming Pokemon series. So it's going to be a huge hiring thing happening there at Game Freak. Jackie, do you want to work at Game Freak?
I would love to, but I don't know what I can contribute to that company. I can do like I don't know marketing maybe.
Marketing.
I cannot do anime for them. I cannot do like texture for the 3D environments. I cannot do modeling for them. So it depends on what kind of thing. But yeah, I would love to work for Game Freak because
You're not selling yourself at the interview. You gotta be like, yeah, I'll promise to never see my family for 3 years straight. I'll make sure I don't eat well and I can't move my leg properly.
I mean I would love to work for Pokemon Company more than Game Freak because Game Freak is not just concentrate on Pokemon. um, as a client, right? They also have other clients as well. So,
Yeah, no, absolutely. Okay, Bellator's first major gameplay update is coming in 2025. It's been announced as the game has cleared 2 million sales. The developer also says there's two more surprises on the way this summer.
mm,
Um, the- Outside of that, the developers also said that they are taking legal steps to ensure that the game cannot become an actual gambling site or game. So within their will, they're saying it cannot be sold to gambling companies or any casinos.
wow.
There was some huge Five Nights at Freddy's news, outside of a brand new trailer for Secrets of the Mimic, which looks really good. It looks nice and creepy. It looks like, I don't know, it's funny. There's a weird little music box. Um, so we know there's gonna be tons of Easter eggs coming there, but there were also there was also a brand new game that was released early because I think in Japan or China somewhere, they released it early, so they said if it's out there, we might as well. So a couple of hours later, they released it everywhere else.
Oh,
That game was Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit. It's based on the book. There are like 9 different endings. I hear it is really, really good. I saw some gameplay already.
oh,
It it looks fun. It's got a retro style, but it's following a choose your own adventure kind of feel, where you have to do specific things to get specific outcomes out. And Five Nights at Freddy's is not over. August is definitely their month, because they've also released a brand new interactive storybook. You know, choose your own novels. Like when you choose your own story and you're reading the book and stuff like that. Like you read the book and then it says you're gonna do this or that, and then you go to a different page.
it's kind of like the old game that you choose a pathway to go, that kind of thing. No, I haven't done that.
Yeah. So they have a brand new interactive game called Five Nights at Freddy's VIP.
Oh,
Um, So it's not exactly a game. It's an interactive book. So you read through it and you pick the different pages and go through the different story. Also having multiple endings, which is, just filling the themes of Five Nights at Freddy's. What's true and what's not.
what do you think about game in a novel? What do you call novel?
Yeah, like those interactive type story-based games. They weren't too big when I was growing up in South Africa because I guess we usually just had the normal shoot platformers and things like that on those big cartridges that you put in the game in the console. But I remember them being a thing, and I remember them being a thing in like actual books. So I remember reading books and choosing my own stories.
Books too?
Yeah, like Goosebumps. There was one Goosebumps where you had different endings that you went to different pages for. That was crazy.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Yeah. You die all the time. You had like I don't know if it was the one book, but I remember reading it and the person you're reading about is like he's at their computer and you can choose what to do. And then I don't know, you click on something and then spiders start crawling out of the computer and eating him or something.
Oh wow.
Crazy.
Um, I'm not so much a visual novel kind of fan. I mean, I would prefer to read a book, but visual novel is kind of tough for me to read on the screen. It's like some people can do ebook. I cannot do ebook. I mean, if you force me, I can, but not like naturally would choose it.
Yeah, I don't mind ebooks. I don't struggle with them, but I have met people and I've heard people say that it's just not the same as having an actual book.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, and you can receive and download a 3-month Nintendo Switch Online individual membership code when you pre-order or purchase the Super Mario Party Jamboree game coming to the Nintendo Switch on October 17th, 2024. This offer will end on March 31st, 2025, so plenty of time to get the game and still get those 3 months.
I want to get this game. I really want to get this game because it's a party game.
You like party games. Do you and your partner play them together?
No, because he doesn't have party games. He's not a big gamer, but like for example, we do Pokemon Unite, right? I like it because I can interact with you or people that I know of. So I kind of like party game because of the interaction with people.
Oh, Epic has announced that some Fortnite Battle Pass items will no longer be exclusive. Going forward, any type of item from the Battle Pass may be sold separately after about 18 months. So this does not mean that everything that you get on Battle Pass will go on normal sale, but they do want exclusive like skins and things like that to be available for new players who may have missed out in the past.
Does it sound familiar to you?
Yeah, that's how Pokemon works, except they charge you like an arm and a leg for that shit.
I need to say the Fortnite's game compared to Pokemon, I feel like Fortnite are more generous with their battle pass or skin and stuff like that are way more generous than Pokemon Unite. I need to say that. For example, the battle pass, right? You need to at the beginning, you need to if you're a first time player, you need to pay for whatever. But then during the process of having a battle pass, you will earn those points back and you can buy the next battle pass with whatever you earn. But Pokemon Unite's Battle Pass doesn't do that. You won't earn back those points and get the next Battle Pass. You need to actually buy another Battle Pass with money or with gems. So that's the
Yeah.
difference. And Fortnite also have a lot of free skin that which is actually looking really nice to give it to people, even though you don't pay for it. They give you a free one, a nice free one. Pokemon Unite doesn't do that much.
We're always talking bad about Pokemon Unite, but we play it all the time. Speaking of MOBAs, Bandai Namco has announced their first ever Dragon Ball MOBA. So it's a Dragon Ball Project Multi at the moment, but it's going to be a 4v4 MOBA. So you are gonna fight it out. You can choose from characters like Android 18, Vegeta. So it's going to be hopefully quite a big cost over time, and hopefully
Mm.
quite fun and balanced, right?
Gonna move on to music news now. On August 6th, Drake released his archive and published some footages from studio session, audio clips, and 3 new songs dated from March 7th to June 8th on 100gigs.org. Some of the footages are clips from his studio working with Boy Wonder, behind the scenes clips from shooting for Hotline Bling music video. One of the clip catches people's attention is a video Drake working at Sound Studio for his 2016 song called Too Good, in which he rapped about his love for someone, and that someone was actually for Serena Williams. In the video, Drake was talking to his mom, who was off camera, and telling her Too Good is actually about him and Serena. He said in the clip, if I'm gonna talk about women, I will at least do them the justice of making them a song that they like. So I know Serena very well, and I don't know that she will hear it out loud and clear, but she will also not hate me for it because it's a light-hearted song. Serena Williams was dated her now husband Alexis Ohanian at the time of the song released. And yeah, at the end, Drake's moms remind him that Williams has already moved on to someone else. So now we know the song is about Serena Williams. And, and he has a crush on her, and I didn't know that until now. The other news is Janet Jackson is getting a Las Vegas residency. Sources told TMC that Janet recently got offered a residency deal in England, but she passed on the offer because Janet is in the final stage for signing up a residency deal with Resorts World in Vegas. The plan is to kick off in December, and there will be a famous New Year Eve performance at the famous venue. Janet Jackson previously has a Vegas residency and Park MGM back in 2009. It's called Metamorphosis. So this will be a second time she will return as a Vegas residency. There's a Celine Dion news happened just today on the day we record this. Celine Dion fight back as today, August 11th, Trump Valley and Montana, they have a rally going on, and they were playing a concert version of Celine Dion's song My Heart Will Go on a big screen at the Valley. So apparently Celine Dion team noticed that, and they make a statement at Celine Dion's Twitter or X and Instagram accounts saying, today Celine Dion's management team and her record label Sony Music Entertainment Canada Inc. became aware of the unauthorized usage of the video recording, musical performance, and likeness of Celine Dion singing My Heart Will Go On at the Donald Trump J.D. Vance campaign rally in Montana. In no way is this use authorized, and Celine Dion does not endorse this or any similar use. And really, that song, and that's what she said on the Twitter account. I mean, yeah, that song. So yeah, this is not the first time they use unauthorized song at Trump Valley. The last one, as I record, was photographed by Nickelback, and Nickelback did fight back for that. So there's another major news happened this week is there's 3 Taylor Swift concerts were cancelled this past week in Vienna. After the government investigate, they find out 3 supposed to be a planned attack at the stadium. The Director General for Public Safety in the Ministry of the Interior, Franz Roth, revealed there are 3 people involved in this attack. A 19 years old, a 17 years old, and an 18 years old. The 19-year-old man made a full confession in custody, according to France. They planned to use the vehicle to run over the concert goers before he emerged to attack people with knife and machetes, and then trigger the bomb. 3 Taylor Swift concerts were scheduled from Thursday to Saturday in Vienna. Ernst Happel Stadium estimates about 65,000 attendances for each show, as well as up to 15,000 to 30,000 onlookers outside the stadium without tickets. Taylor Swift is set to schedule 5 concerts at Wembley Stadium starting on August 15, but because of the event happened in Vienna, Swiftie fans raised concern about their safety. London Mayor said the capital will carry on with hosting Miss Schiff's show, but some fans have already rushed to sell their ticket. Resale ticket site Viagogo had 339 two-seat tickets on sale for between £400 to £600. There will be estimated 500,000 people will be attending for the 5 Taylor Swift concert, but a number of fans have been notified that they are not getting the seat they're supposed to get. Fans received emails from Ticketmaster informing them that their seat have been changed. Some of the people's seats have been moved back 14 to 50 row behind, and some even got bumped entirely to another section in the stadium. TNC reached out to Wembley Stadium to clarification, and their response indicated that there's nothing to do with the Vienna plot of security concern. Instead, they say it has to do with the sidelines for fans having obstructed views for the seats they originally purchased. Taylor Swift had not yet commented on the cancellation for Vienna concert for the plotted events to date yet.
That is insane. Like, what the hell?
It's kind of remind people what happened with the Ariana Grande concert in US.
I can imagine.
And that's my music news for this week.
All right, let's do some competition and events. So, guys, get ready to compete with your other uni Tamagotchi characters around the world in Tama fencing and Tama arena and all that kind of Tamaverse stuff.
It sounds fun though.
Are you gonna send your Tamagotchi out?
Well, yeah, of course, because it's fun because it's not just kind of trap you into one place. So the good thing about Tamagotchi Uni is you can actually go out to another universe kind of thing, and you can go date someone in that universe. You can buy clothes in that mall, and you can hang out. You can give heart to other Tamagotchi Uni characters, and you can do this Tamagotchi arena to play sport and compete with other people around the world.
All right. So when you don't have your Tamagotchi, you've got your Pokemon, and in Pokemon Sleep, there's a Suicune research event announced for early September, and then in Pokemon Go, you can earn a Platinum Gengar Boost emblem to celebrate Pokemon Worlds. You can find the code on our Twitter page at WTWZ Podcast. All right, and then in terms of local tournaments, if you head over to medalstate.com, you can enter some EAFC mobile cups. They also have Fortnite Battle Royales. They have Teamfight Tactic Cups, um, Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royales, and Clash of Clan Cups, all coming up this following week. So now we get into the rapid fire DLCs and discounts. Starting off with discounts, there's Moonlighter Complete Edition. This is going for 81 cents. And in terms of rands, that's 5 rands 64 cents on Steam. Icarus is $17.49 and 100, and that would be 157 rand 50 cents via Steam. Titanfall 2 is going for $2.99, which is 44 rand 99 cents on Steam. Fallout, the official tarot deck and guidebook, that's going for $14.22 on Amazon. And the Spotlight deal, you can save 60% on God of War. That would be $19.99 or 287 rand 60 cents.
And we have some free games going on this week. Warhammer 40,000 Speed Freaks is up on Steam on early access. It's a free-to-play games. This week there's 2 free games available you can claim on Epic Games. One is Sydney All Guns Blazing and the other one is DNF Duel. And on Amazon Prime Gaming, there's a couple of games you can claim if you have Amazon Prime. One is Gravity Circuit, South of the Circle, Loop Hero, Track to Yomi, and Kraken Academy. It's free, you can claim if you have Prime membership. Walking Dead No Man's Land is free on Steam as well, so if you don't have it, go claim it.
Alright, in terms of DLCs, Diablo 4 Season of the Infernal Hordes is live, and then Disney's Stitch has landed in Fall Guys store. Congratulations.
It's coming to the Game Pass on August 7th. There's the Creatures of Ava. August 8th, you can play Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. On August 13th, Mafia Definitive Edition, you can play on Game Pass. And there's more title coming later this month as well, and we will tell you all about it. And that's our this week rapid fire, and also the end of our podcast episode. Do you have any final thoughts?
Yeah, no, thank you for joining us and listening to us. Once again, we truly appreciate it. You can always follow us on at WTWZ Podcast. That's on X, formerly known as Twitter. Thank you for joining me, Jackie. I always have a great time.
Thank you, me too. And I will see you guys next week then. Bye.